All right, House Call Super Bowl edition with Jerry and Terry, the last one of the season. We made it through. We've given some winners. We've given some losers. But DraftKings has been with us the whole way. This ain't the little itty-bitty, teeny-tiny bowl. This is Super Bowl 59. Get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 59. Scoring touchdowns is the key to hoisting the Vince Lombardi Trophy, and you have a shot to score big by betting on them at DraftKings Sportsbook, the number one place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score 6. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. New DraftKings customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HOUSE. That's code HOUSE for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. All right, Jerry, we made it, man. It's the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Super Bowl. Very excited. Will say, I think we lost more than we won for sure this year, right?
Yeah, but it's one of those things like we're not giving out straight picks. We're going for value with touchdowns. I do think if you look at the guys we highlighted in the 3 that we read off, maybe we didn't play.
Gotcha.
But we've given out some info there, like guys score touchdowns.
Also, we should give a shout out for our notes guy every week.
Yeah. The
Right?
man behind the glass. The man behind the glass. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know his name.
Last week was a little because Nicky Smokes like, you do the sheets. I'm like, yeah, I might have somebody behind the glass. So yeah,
but
shout out the man behind the glass.
He's done a great job this year.
Yes,
so I want to give him some respect. All these notes we get every week, incredible notes. And like you said, the guys we highlighted, more times than not, they have scored, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, there's a bunch of different ways to go with DraftKings. There's also a $5 million pot in bonus bets that they're giving out for the longest thing. You opt in. I'll go right off the bat. I like Hollywood Brown for that long touchdown.
Okay.
I think I played him last week. He catches the ball down inside the 10. Maybe this is the week he breaks it. Marty kind of mentioned that there's some signs, Jerry, pointing towards DeAndre Hopkins. He's had some like struggles in his life. His dad gave him a jacket.
Buddy, that's my, I mean, I guess I can say it. I mean, we're on the
you can say it for the long shot. We'll go right away. Yeah,
but I mean, I am sprinkling he's a part of the signs this week, DeAndre Hopkins. I'm taking him touchdown, first touchdown, Super Bowl MVP, over catches, over yards. I think his yards is like 13.5 or something like that.
Really?
Catches is like 1.5. Yeah, I'm just going to go all in on D-Hop. I think he's, I don't know what his odds for Super Bowl MVP are. I think they're pretty long odds.
I feel like you feature a guy who's been around and is a playmaker. I know he's down the list now in the offense, but like it's the Super Bowl. The guy's going to show up, right? Like,
yeah, I mean,
lean on a guy like Hopkins.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, reliable, maybe not the fastest anymore, but hands are still great. Route running is still incredible. Those contested catches, he in the red zone, I think he's still really, really good at that. I don't know. Do you see him retire? Like, say the Chiefs go out on top, they win. Could you see him retiring or no?
I don't know how you go out any higher. Yeah. But here's the thing. Here's the problem with the Chiefs. You're like, how could I get any higher? I won the Super Bowl. I had a good game. The Chiefs are always in the mix.
Yeah,
so you're just run it back. Like, you know what I mean? You can't leave. You're leaving. It's like leaving the party at 9:30. You don't know when this party's going to end.
Yeah, and I know. That's the thing with Kelsey, too. Like, I was thinking Kelsey might retire if they win, but how do you just leave? I mean, they're just there every year. As long as you got Mahomes and Andy Reid, you're going to be in it.
Yeah. So Hollywood Brown plus 270. Some general TD props. I like rush TDs over 2.5. That's plus 100. I like Kareem Hunt first half TD plus 320. And I like Xavier Worthy second half TD plus 330.
Oh, okay. That's
cool.
So
if you can narrow guys down, there's a million different ways. You can look at if Saquon scores first and the Eagles win, you're getting like ridiculous odds there. You can narrow that down. You get either or for touchdowns. There's a million different ways to go, but let's try to break some things down. It's interesting you said DeAndre Hopkins.
Yes.
This is an indoor turf Super Bowl. This will be the 25th Super Bowl with a turf surface and the 19th on turf and indoors. In turf Super Bowls, we've seen an average of 44.2 points per game with an average total of 45. Since 1990, that is an average of 49.1 points per game, an average total of 49.8. Do you have any idea what the last 2 Super Bowls MVPs on turf have in common?
I don't know.
Both wide receivers.
Wow. Okay.
Cooper Kupp and Julian Edelman. So if you say D-Hop, I
Okay.
mean, it's kind of tough that he's got 13 yards as a total, and you think the guy's going to go berserk. But Super Bowls have weird things.
There was
Like
There's a couple Super Bowls ago. Do you remember when Odell got hurt?
Yes.
He
was probably on track.
I
right?
had every single. This reminds me of the Odell a couple years back. With the Super Bowl when he got hurt.
Were we together for that? It was New Orleans. Were you down there for that?
No. I don't even know if I was at Barstool at the time,
or maybe not.
But I bet Odell touchdown. He scored yards, catches, all that stuff. It was pretty low, and everything hit. And I also had Super Bowl MVP too. I thought he had that Super Bowl MVP wrapped up, but of course he got injured, unfortunately. And I look at DeAndre Hopkins kind of the same here. A guy they bought in earlier on in the year and hasn't really made a huge impact, but reliable guy. I think the Eagles are going to try to take away their best options. I think they're going to try to take away Kelsey. They'll try their best to take away Hollywood Brown. And then what do you have left? You got the great white hope, Justin Watson, Juju Smith-Schuster, and DeAndre Hopkins. I'll take DeAndre Hopkins out of those guys,
Yeah, it also feels like we've said, somebody wacky is going to score for the Chiefs. Only 4 players have scored for the Kansas City offense this postseason. Kareem Hunt twice, Mahomes twice, Worthy once, and Kelsey once.
Wow.
So you would think somebody's got to break through the mold, right?
Yeah, I know.
That I could just, there's always times, I don't know the number. I feel like the numbers or when a guy catches the pass, you don't see the number right away. And you're like, who was that? And he pops up and you're like, here you go, Hollywood Brown, touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or Justin Watson. You're like, wait, what the fuck? So I do think we're due for that with a Chiefs weird long shot touchdown.
Yeah, I do too. I think even DeAndre Hopkins, I think he's plus 500, I believe, to score. I don't know if that's accurate, but
let's pull that up.
When I did a signs video yesterday, I had 2 signs videos this week, and one of them was Hopkins, and I believe reading it was plus 500. I couldn't believe it. His over/under catches was 1.5 or something like that. I'm like, what the hell?
Hopkins is 5-1.
Yeah, and his
Noah Gray was a guy who jumped out early to me.
That's cool. That's a good play.
He's dropped from 5 to 475.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Chiefs try to confuse him a little bit, and use a lot of 2 tight end sets, and use Kelsey as a guy that might be doubled, and Noah Gray's open. Andy Reid is so good. I mean, you go back to that 3rd down play a couple weeks ago, when they had those 3 receivers lined up on the left side of the field. They're running, across the middle, and then, Samaje Perine just leaks out the backfield and wide open, He was the last guy you thought was getting the ball in that situation.
Yeah.
So, Andy Reid's great. So, I think, they'll try to utilize
design play. Yeah, I mean, you could even
people.
look at, I know it's crazy because he does, he definitely gets 1 catch a game. But in some, I like his prop over 1.5 catches, Samaje Perine. Could you see a weird play where Samaje Perine is in a passing down and he fucking finds some space, dude? He's 9-1. The Chiefs, I feel like the Chiefs will always show you something that we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of juice here with touchdown guys.
Yeah, I don't know about a trick play so much. I don't know. It's
just more of a different look.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Yeah, 100%. I think the Eagles are more likely to mess around with the trickery when the Chiefs will be a little less trickery. I think,
yeah.
But we'll see.
In terms of touchdowns in general, passing touchdowns, Mahomes and the Chiefs have scored 25 or more in 3 of their 4 Super Bowl appearances. Mahomes has thrown 2+ TDs in all 3 of those games when they score over 25. Mahomes has faced the Vic Fangio defense 8 times, 10 TDs, 2 INTs. Over the last 2 seasons, the second half under in Chiefs games is 29-11,
wow.
73% going under the total in the second half by over 4 points per game. That's the best mark for any team in the NFL. First half scores could be an interesting prop. That's the way you lay it out with Kareem Hunt. You know what I mean? Different things like that. All right, let's get into strict guys to score a touchdown in terms of front runners. You obviously got AJ Brown for the Eagles, plus 165. First in pass yards per route versus man coverage, including the playoffs. Chiefs use man coverage, an all-time fifth highest defense rate during the regular season. Chiefs are 8th in success rate on throws 10+ yards down the field, with A.J. Brown's average almost 13 yards depth of target. That could be a problem for the Chiefs. 96 yards and a TD in their last Super Bowl appearance. You got Devontae Smith plus 240. I know Stephen Che's really high on him.
Yep.
Homecoming game. He's from Louisiana. Per Dan Orlovsky, Devontae Smith has played the Chiefs 3 times. 6+ catches in all 3 games. 99 yards in all 3 games. 2+ explosive plays in all 3 games. Devontae Smith finds some space. He gets going.
Yeah.
For the Chiefs, Xavier Worthy plus 155. Opposing wide receivers have scored in 3 of Philly's last 6 games, including Terry McLaurin last week. Worthy is leading the Chiefs in targets this postseason with 13. He's caught 11 of those.
I think he's the X factor.
Yeah, I do. I think he needs to break a different play, or he's got to break something big for them to go.
Yeah, I think he has to have a really good game. And I think he will.
Kelsey plus 140. Kelsey 2 TDs is 10-1. Since 2019, when the Chiefs won their first title, Kansas City has played in at least 3 games in 6 postseasons. Kelsey has caught at least 2 TDs in the last 5 of those, but has 1 TD this postseason. So like he's looking at 5 out of 6.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking at a second one. Kelsey is also 2 TDs behind Jerry Rice's career postseason record. Opposing TDs have caught at least 5 passes in all 3 of Philly's playoff matchups this season. 26 targets over the last 2 games. Higbee with 54 yards and a TD. Ertz 11 catches for 104 yards. So you can get the Eagles there. In terms of cooking up this parlay, best bet for me, I think we gotta see one through at the end here with the Super Bowl. I'm playing it a little safe. I'm going with Kareem Hunt. I like Worthy a lot. I think Noah Gray's worth a shot as well, but I think he's going to score on the ground. I'm taking Kareem Hunt plus the 140. And if you want to get it a little even crazier, his first half TD to start that is at 320. But I'll take it safe. Kareem Hunt plus 140.
I like Hopkins. I'm going to take Hopkins.
Hopkins
I'll
5-1.
take the risk. You don't want to take the risk? I'll take the risk.
We got to get one. We got to get one early. Let's get Hopkins. Let's get Hunt in the first half, and then we break it open for Hopkins. So we're already at 16-1. Pretty high.
Yeah,
Who is the call? Who has the allure or the honor of being the last caller of the season?
Okay. Moisty Turtle.
Oh, he's been all over.
Who is this?
He's a regular caller for everything.
Okay.
Turtle.
Moisty Turtle?
You picked through a few people?
Yeah, but
All right.
his is. You were saying you thought maybe there's gonna be something weird happening. So this is a weird pick.
Yo, what's up, Jerry and Terry, my guys? It's Moisty Turtle here. Just calling to wish you a happy Super Bowl and the touchdown score. I think you should sprinkle on it. Probably not a parlay piece. Plus 2,800 anytime touchdown score. Nico Remigio.
We can't play Nico Remigio. We're not playing Rico fucking Remigio.
Who is that? Who is that guy?
Playing well.
Kick returner for the Chiefs. Kick returner for the Chiefs.
What is his name?
And you're
Nico
there
Remigio.
How many touchdowns does he have in his career?
Fucking quarter unit or something on fucking Nico Remigio. Anytime touchdown plus 2,800.
You were saying you think there's a long shot.
All right, if there's going to be an old takes exposed, if you do want to play that, Nico Remigio puts it at
I can't even find him on Google.
Plus 70,000. Plus 70,000. Same game parlay. If you put $10 on that same game parlay, you win $7,010. So if you want to play Nico Remigio, good luck. Okay, we're not playing Nico Remigio. Moisty Turtle, you're my guy.
The other caller was D-Hop, so.
It was D-Hop?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're already in that.
Does this guy return punts too?
Yes. Punts and kicks.
He does return punts and kicks.
According to Turtle, yeah.
I mean,
He's only had one season in the NFL, and he has no touchdowns.
Are we positive this guy's the starter return, or is he the backup returning
Jerry,
kicks?
I'm not fucking. He's got 5 punt returns for 111 yards.
That's pretty good.
His long is 36. He's gonna break one. They're not playing at 20.
I mean, that's pretty good. Listen. It is what it is. I mean, we don't have to play it, but like,
yeah.
I'm starting to come around on Nico.
Okay, all right. So what if we just play it safe and put Saquon? That still gets it to 25-1.
All right, that's fair.
We also have connections to Saquon's camp. That's all we'll say.
Yes.
Although I think you have publicly stated all those connections, which I don't know if that guy likes to remain behind the glass.
Yeah.
He lurks in the shadows.
He lurks in the shadow.
Get you a
don't get it twisted.
Takes you to the Nick games.
Don't get it twisted, though. He likes to be once in a blue, his name thrown out there.
He does. All right, so you're okay with Saquon because we're
I'm okay with Nico too.
Okay, all right, this too. If you want to play it safe, we'll do it. Play it safe and go bonkers.
Yeah, that's
parlay.
cool.
All right, Kareem Hunt, Saquon Barkley, and DeAndre Hopkins, 25 to 1. 25 to 1. And then if you want to get Nico Remigio, you can have 70,000. You can play. Tweet us the tickets. You also for the bet slips. They're giving out bonus bets every day with DraftKings.
Yes.
There's a lot to go on this week. So tweet us that, #LetDK Cook. Tweet us the Nico Remigio touchdowns, and you're looking at 70,000.
Do they have Nico Remigio Super Bowl MVP? No, seriously, because think about it like this. Let's just say it's one of those crazy low scoring games.
It's a big play.
Fourth quarter, 8 minutes left. Remigio runs one back for fucking 90 yards. You never know. Listen, it sounds crazy, but I'm trying to see Super Bowl MVP. Is he even on the board here?
I don't know. I think
he might not be on the board. Nico, yes, he is. Plus 60,000. You put 500 on that, or 250, let's say.
You win $1 million.
250 wins you. 250 wins you 150.
150,000?
500 wins you 300,000.
Jerry,
I mean, I'm probably not going to do it, but I mean, if you're extremely, well off and you got $500 to just burn, then I why not?
Maybe a guy who owns multiple houses.
Listen, if this guy
horses,
yeah. I mean, he could.
If you gave play that out in your head.
Okay.
You give this potential shark whale who has 4 houses.
Yeah.
Maybe the most expensive house in Massachusetts history.
Yes.
Some houses, owns a company. You play that out to me. What's your pitch? I'm him, this potential guy, this hypothetical guy.
Listen,
what is your pitch to say you're going to sell it on a fucking kick return
that
you didn't know before this voicemail?
I would say this. I would say, hey, listen, hypothetically, let's say this guy's name is Dave. I'd say, hey, Dave, listen, obviously gambling's really tough. You're not good at it. The whole company's really not good at it. But if you want to sprinkle and have some fun, you're probably going to spend the money on a dinner or something like that. Let's say, whatever you're in NOLA or back in Massachusetts or whatever. Take $2,000 or $5,000, whatever, you want.
What gets your juices flowing, yeah.
And put it on. Let's just say Dave was to throw. Let's do it right now. Hold on a second, because I got to pull it up again. So let's just say Nico Remigio.
Because $10,000 would be 500 to Dave, or maybe even more. Like he's not going to Dave wouldn't put 500 on something.
No. He's definitely not putting $500 on something. Rico, maybe we should hit him up together in a group chat and be like,
please don't do that. Please don't. I'm telling you right now. Cut the tape, Jessica. Is the first clip you cut before you cut the episode. Yeah. Me saying absolutely not. I know there's AI, and you're probably gonna twist it to be, and Jack will fucking twist it with that AI thing, like when I was kissing Bin Laden.
What the hell? Where did it go?
You're gonna twist it and be like, I said yes.
It went away.
No.
It went away.
The market shifted.
What happened? It went away. I swear, it went away.
The market's shifting.
They must have heard. Oh no, it's back. It's back.
Okay, it's back.
Okay, so listen to this. Nico Remigio. I gotta find him again. Okay, Nico Remigio. Let's say Dave put 5,000 on this guy. He'd win $3 million. And then if it was to hit for Super Bowl MVP, you say, listen, me and Tara get a couple little piece of the pie.
Yeah. I guess you would have to really convince him. Like, I think you spend 10 minutes convincing him, hey, Dave, does $5,000 mean nothing to you? Like, if it fell out of your wallet, like, would you cry? Would you?
Miss Peaches is eating $5,000 out of his wallet.
Yeah, because like I lose a 20 in the house, and
I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. I'm looking at the
laundry. The whole place up. Yeah, it's like
yeah.
That's actually a true story. I had a 10 spot from when change when I went to the ice cream man over the summer, and I was like, I know it was in my pants. Where'd it go? The neighbor found it outside the car, fell out of the pocket. I was like,
good neighbor,
great.
good neighbor, good neighbor,
good neighbor.
But all that has to happen if you really think about this.
Throw $3 million. Can you imagine betting on a punt return? But a kick return is a punt return.
But listen, it doesn't. All it takes is one play to change the game. Let's say it's tied 14-14 or 17-17 in the fourth quarter. A minute left, 2 minutes left. The Eagles elect to punt or whatever. Chiefs, whatever. Probably not. They probably go for it. But let's just say they punt the ball away too far. Going to trust the defense. And this guy just returns one of the house. He's probably winning Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, I think Mahomes would have to play bad. It would have to be low scoring.
Yeah,
you could justify that one. You could justify that one play swings the Super Bowl.
Or if he scores two of them.
He has no career touchdowns, but all of a sudden he's scoring two. Yeah, okay.
This caller, Moisty, what's his name?
Moisty Turtle.
Moisty Turtle. This guy, I think he's actually convinced me to sprinkle this guy, Nico Remigio, a couple different plays.
Yeah. Nico Remigio.
Crazy stuff happens in the Super Bowl.
It does. We've been saying it all week. All right, so speaking of some crazy things, touchdown-related DraftKings in general, will there be a pick six plus 650? I actually think there's going to be no interceptions plus 200. Neither of these guys have thrown an interception since November 17th. I think the Eagles are going to limit shots. I think the Chiefs are going to take a few, but it's going to be safe. Like over his shoulder on the sideline where only he can get to it. It's been a long time since they threw interceptions. I don't think there's going to be an interception. Here's one for you, Jerry, right on cue. Will there be a punt return for a TD? Plus 1,300.
Love it.
That one's good because you get the Eagles guy, whoever the hell that is. Will there be a kickoff return for a TD? 22-1. Any offensive lineman to score a TD? 16-1. Any QB to catch a pass? 16-1. Doink. Any kick to hit the uprights? Plus 550. Will there be an overtime? 9-1. All long shots for the Super Bowl. So
I kind of like a little overtime. I don't mind that.
All right. So your card is Hopkins to score a touchdown.
Here's another angle. High scoring game doesn't matter. 28-28.
Okay.
Whatever. Overtime. Nico Remigio runs one back.
Yeah, it is the biggest play of the game. You're right. It's crazy.
You know what I mean? It's probably not going to happen. Hopefully, listen, I'm not going to text Dave. I promise I won't do the group chat. Hopefully Dave listens to the show. That's all I'll say.
He's busy this week. You think you can convince Big Cat to take this?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, I convinced him what's his name? Deontay Johnson for like 18 straight weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
So this, possibly, yeah.
I think you just go. I don't think you put out the MVP. I think you put out the Nico Remigio anytime touchdown, which is, what is he, 28-1?
Yeah.
28's nice, man.
The problem,
nice.
the only problem with that is you give out that play to a Big Cat or a Dave, and they throw a couple $1,000 on it. He never has a chance, doesn't score. You're in a doghouse for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I think
that's
you
the
have
scary
to
part.
Preface it like, hey, plus 270.
Like that.
Nice.
Nice.
What are you locked into? You got Nico Remigio at 28-1.
I got Nico Remigio.
Hopkins, and what else?
I got Hopkins anytime. Hopkins over catches. Hopkins over yards. Hopkins Super Bowl MVP. I have Devontae Smith to score. Barkley I have to score 2+. I also have did I say Remigio MVP?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you do. Yeah, okay.
So kick return or punt return for a touchdown. I have those. And I also have overtime.
Overtime 9-1.
9-1, yeah.
Okay, I don't hate it. All right, that is season wrap on House Call. We have never asked this question, And I feel like this would be a great clip to kind of end the show of just somebody out of the clouds for a touchdown. Jetski, who's scoring a touchdown in the Super Bowl?
That you guys haven't selected?
Just you can do it whatever you want. It helps if it's a different guy because we already kind of touched on it.
Did you guys say Patrick? No one said Patrick Mahomes?
We did not say
I'll say
Patrick
Pat Mahomes, rushing touchdown.
Okay. I like that.
All right. So we'll get the odds for that right now because now you have to do that.
He's probably like
Patrick
4
Mahomes,
to 1.
touchdown scorer. Patrick Mahomes is plus 310.
Mm,
So that's
wow.
the Jetski special. I thought it was a great season, Jerry. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I
had
think
fun.
we went off on some ridiculous tangents, including
Yeah.
this last one.
Yeah.
But we will be back next Labor Day, around Labor Day, to kick off the season. We'll tighten some things up, try to get more winners.
Yeah.
But shout out to DraftKings and shout out to all the people listening, calling, following us, tweeting us the different slips. We'll be back next year. Hope you enjoy it. Happy Super Bowl and great season.
Yep. We'll see you guys next year.